off, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walking through and counting money often too.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. His throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over to the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Now a give to Jacobs running right, and he stopped immediately there. The clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action this time with Love. Man open, here's Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Wilson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here we go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 6.
Play fake. Here's Love. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try to pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Set, hut.
Now Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Raiders try to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line.
43 rail.
Off the play fake, Love. Caught by Jones. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Down. Hut, hut.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. That grab another career milestone for 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Flushed out right. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
Here's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Okay, ready?
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Ready.
Love now. He completes it right side of the lane. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Love, they go play action now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch made by Walters. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
On first down, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
It's 3rd and 7.
Set.
On 3rd down, Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Drill 52. Edo blue. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Raiders are able to add on to that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
There he goes, left side. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Wilson's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. To throw is Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Caught on the right side by Adams. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set, huh?
Now they pitch to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Ready.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. The extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Walters. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how we want to finish this ball game.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Go 14.
Now it's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Throwing again here, Wilson. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Hey, alert. Good shot.
One last shot for Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.